my descendants, none of us would ever kill ourselves. So let's get that out of the way. Impossible. Second, my son AJ, 7-year-old, is not dead. Really is not dead. Whatever issue has happened due to others who I will not name, negligence or hatefulness or whatever, I will fix. Third, I have never agreed to any harm of me or my descendants or other family that's really my family. Like, you have to understand, if I'm screaming at somebody, they're not my family. With maybe like one exception or two exceptions of people that were dangerous to all the other descendants. So 3, I have never agreed to the harm or killing of any of my descendants. 4, I will never allow the reincarnation of any of my children into another person. If it's necessary, which I refuse to accept that option right now, and probably ever, then I will reincarnate my children through my uterus, because it will still work according to you people's time of being able to give birth, which I'm sure I can have babies past 45. I'm 40 years old. I'm certain I could have babies 5 more years, and I plan on having any babies that I want to have, probably new souls and any of my other children, which I might need to have again if absolutely necessary. But like I said, I fix my children's bodies. I have made them the first time in there, so I will fix them on the outside. That is what being a mother to a child is, or an adult child. To not back someone else's uterus is impossible, and I will not allow it because they chose me. Also, our fate in life was to work in a rice paddy, me and my descendants. That is why I suppose I have ended up with such funny, almost like they're like I see very good right the fuck up here, So I'd be very good at cleaning rice. I'll wear gloves if you're a hypochondriac about my rice. So, and I'm sure all people can hum no matter what kind of condition they're in. And I'm sure I am best to doctor my children, because that's what I was born to do, and that's why they grew in my uterus and came from my eggs. And I'm not trying to be obnoxious, but I have never tried to take someone else's child, and I have never stepped in and tried to tell people what to do with their children, except I don't like hearing children getting beat in any situation. So, and I don't condone the eating of children, even when they're not my children. So there's that. And so me and my descendants, and I will say, when it comes to like grandchildren, great-grandchildren, etc., 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 if they're not orphaned, if they want to stay with their real parents, then that's fine. I don't want to take them away from their real parents. But as far as, and my adult children don't have to go, because this is more an issue for me and my children under 18. And I won't even force, I don't really want to force any of them. I just know 100% that the little ones who have come to me with other people dragging them by their arm, terrified and screaming, trying to come to me, want to go. And I know that my son Aurelius wants to go, because me and Aurelius, my AJ, managed to make a bond that you have tried so hard to break, that has been so confusing for the ones I didn't meet at birth. So, and we will be grateful, and we have no reason to complain if we can be in an area where we can sleep at night without being attacked, which wanting sex from us is an attack. You know, trying to eat us is an attack. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, keeping us stressed, starving us, that's all attacks. That's what we've been going through. For me, 40 years. For them, maybe a little less. So, and I would appreciate if Asia does a head count and gets pictures and even tries to video chat them, you know? So, and I do believe Polynesia is part of Asia. And honestly, you know, if someone wanted us on a Polynesian island, if we could have the same protection with a military of my descendants, or as close to that as possible, like as in real Asian family, then I don't know, I mean, we'd be happy there too, but I really, you know, it was our fate. And we're happy to give you all the rights. And honestly, I could not even hardly ever believe that anyone could turn down this deal, considering it's pretty much an eternity of free rice for y'all to do what you want to do with. And rice pretty much lasts forever as long as you don't get it wet. So I don't understand why rice is probably the most wonderful thing ever. And you can soak rice in overnight in cold water and eat it. So whatever it is. I guess I shouldn't have complained about that cooking part, but you know. I mean, what? The only people who would refuse me to go to Asia and work 12 hours, as long as I'm in the sun and I'm not getting like bobbed or shot at, and I have my descendants with me, and I get 2 bowls of rice, which could be little. I mean, you know, however the size of the bowl dictates how much the rest of the world gets out of our pay. Is almost indentured servitude to some of my closest family. So anyway, I don't think anyone could turn down this deal for any of us without just out of pure hatred and the most insane thing ever, because I promise you, we will bring you nothing but sorrow, misery, disease, self-loathing, death, to keep us trapped on the wrong side of the world or apart. I promise.